Hey everyone, I wanted to just quickly show you guys, as you know, the Surface Pro 3 has been out a few days now. I'm just getting around to it. Just want to show you guys what you quickly, just kind of go over what you get. It's basically, it's almost kind of the same thing like before the box. It's, they do box it up in a nice slim box. But I want to also not only go there, I'll kind of go like a quick overview of it, of kind of the design, and I won't go too much into the usage of it. I'll do another video for that. As you can see, it does have a big Surface Pro, and then now they put the 3 on here. Before they put the Pro 2 and Surface 2 on the previous boxes. Not too much now. You don't get the other flap that goes on here. In here, once you open this up, you do get the charger in here. It's basically, that's all you get. It does come with, again, with the USB charger in here as well. It's pretty small, it's nice and light, it's not heavy, so it'll be nice to be able to travel with if you wanted to. So I like they kept that as well. As you can see here, let me show you guys in the video the power supply here. As you can see, if it just fits in my hand here, I'll compare it, show you with a little marker here, so you can kind of give an idea how small it really is. Again, you can throw this in your backpack and it shouldn't make too much of a difference in, kind of the weight in there. Let's put that aside, close that. As you can see, there's nothing else in here. Here, then you have your tablet here, the Surface Pro 3. Underneath it, as you can see here, you get the pin here. It does require the, I believe it's quadruple A battery. Again, there's basically nothing here, just a little booklet here. I'm not gonna go through here too much. It shows you how to put the battery in there for your stylus, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem to figure that out. Let's set this aside. They do supply a little, like I said, let's take a look at quadruple A battery. So I'll show you guys how you have to put this in here. You basically just unscrew this top here. As you can see here, once you unscrew that, you get this, shows you how the battery goes in here. So this basically just slides in with the positive down, and you can, I'll leave this little in the paper in there. You can probably rip it off, but you don't have to. You just kind of make a little loop like this, and you can just keep it with the battery there. So that way next time you remember which way the battery goes once it's, I don't know how long this battery will last. I guess it all depends on how much you use it. So once it's in here, let's quickly look. As you can see, you don't get no extra stylus tips. So if you drop this down in the ground, hopefully I'll have to check on website of Microsoft, see if they are actually providing these tips extra that you can purchase. Normally, like in the Galaxy Notes, you always get this stylus. They give you a little package. Again, it's like sometimes you'll be holding the pen, it drops on the concrete or in the table or floor, and then it puts a dent in your stylus. So if it did that, you had to probably replace the whole pin. I think they run $49, unless, again, if Microsoft's providing the tips on the website. I haven't seen that yet. I'll check it out. I'll put it in the notes. There you can configure these left and right. So this can be depending on applications to use. Here's got a little, just a little snap here, or pin holder that you can put in your pocket. Very strong, which is nice. The top is gonna act like a little button here that was gonna wake up your Surface Pro 3, depending. You can configure to open OneNote or the OneNote from Office, so you can configure that, but you do have to run an upgrade, and you have to download the OneNote from online. You can't configure this if you have the Office 2013 and you want to configure this. You have to uninstall that OneNote and then install the 32-bit version of OneNote. But if you're running 64-bit, I believe you won't be able to install that. But so install that OneNote from Microsoft.com, or I think it's from OneNote.com. Install that OneNote. It's the full version, just like you would normally get from Office 2013, the real package, except it's done a little modified for able to be able to configure this to that. So it's got a little modifications. So enough of that. Again, this stylus is like aluminum. Feels nice. let me see if I got another pin here real quick. I can kind of show you guys. Unfortunately, let me see. I might have to move this a little bit. Let's pull this out. Sorry about that. Just kind of give you, just kind of like give you a, you know, kind of detail, and so you can see that it's pretty much a pin size. So same thing, the thickness, roundness is the diameter of it. Almost gonna feel like a real pin, so that's nice. So that's a quick comparison to just a regular pin. So let's move this out of the way. We'll unwrap this little Surface 3. Take this out of the package, and we'll kind of walk through this, and I just kind of show you what you can expect. Again, the back is now no longer painted. They've gone ahead and left it like the Surface 2 RT version, which is nice. I kind of like that. It's got the new magnesium without being, it's just basically the magnesium showing here the true color of it. Let's take a quick look in the back. As you can see here, or the size, sorry, it's got the 3.0 USB here, very thin here. As you can see, look how thin that is. I'll compare it to show you guys what the difference is. And there you have your mini port display. You can use that to connect your monitor or other. Down below you can see this is new. You might think this is a USB card reader. It's actually not. I'll show you guys. It's got the new charging tip here. It no longer has that magnetic tip, as you can see here. It's totally different. So now what they've done is put a little extension, so no longer you just snap in here. So now this part actually goes in here, and it's kind of magnetized, as you can see. It kind of pulls it in there, which is nice because again, if somebody bumped it, unsnaps really easy. It goes in there, and you can put it either way, up or down, so that doesn't matter which way. So that's a nice feature they've done. They continue to keep. Let's go up at the top. Up on the top, you don't have anything on this side, on the right hand side, but on the left, the power button is now on the left hand side, as you can see, as you're facing this from the front to you. And here you have the mini 3.5 headset jack here, so you can plug in your headset to listen to music, or however you want to watch a movie, or just listening to anything you want. Here you have your volume control rocker switch, the volume up, volume down. Again, this ventilation, it goes all the way around. It's very nice, as you can see here. It's very well configured here. I really like that. And now let's get to the bottom of this. Down at the bottom, it's got again the opening. This is actually the same size, I believe, as the Surface 3 or Surface 2. I'll confirm that when I'll put a Surface 2 keyboard, see if this is opening. But that's, you can use a Surface 2 keyboard, but of course, you know, it's going to be fitting smaller, so I wouldn't use that if I want. And it's got the same connection here as the Surface 2 as in previous models. Now let's go with the kickstand. As before, as you know, the kickstand was the first version. It had only one level of kickstand. The Pro 2 had 2 levels, so the Pro 2 kind of gave you this other angle. The Surface Pro 3 now has given you, as you can see here, more viewing angles and more viewing angles and display. As you can see, here is where it stops. I like this at this angle because if you're taking notes, as you can see, I'll put it sideways so you can ink on this very easily, very comfortably at this angle that it has here. Very, very nice. As you can see here, the top point here and the bottom here is low, in order to be able to keep your palm able to go up and down. Very nice. Another thing that you might notice is the Windows capacitive key is now on the right hand side of the tablet. It no longer is down here at the bottom, which is nice because you can, when you were holding this in this portrait mode, I tended to grab it like this, kind of in the middle, and I would always hit that capacitive Windows. I can now face this up here, and you know, I can always slide in and touch the window key as I'm using it. So let's continue here in the back. As you can see, you saw that very easy. Let me show you one more thing here. They've now put the micro SD slot here in the side here, as you can see here. Let me zoom that in there for you guys so you can see now the slot is right in there. Very nice here, because now it's pretty much kind of like covered, so you can just put your micro SD card, put a 64 gigs in there, or get 128 gigs, and you can store all your music, photos, documents. You can actually, if you're using BoxNet, you can configure that to go to the micro SD card, or even put your OneNote drive to be configured to micro SD card, which is nice. As you can see there, let me show you. See the hinges now. They're very well looks built. Hopefully this will holds up. As you can see, hopefully in the video it catches how the new hinge is actually working, as you can see there, and then it just closes. Very nice. It's kind of like a little bit tough to open. You just got this little indentation to pull it open, but it grabs on here. Once I get here, it's just, but you can see how nice that's working out. So again, there's nothing in here. It just gives you what this is, a 256 gigabyte version. It's 8 gigabyte RAM. If you're gonna do some videos, not that the 4 gigs won't work, but having more RAM actually will work in the long run. So up here you have your HD cameras, microphone, and the light to go on. And up here in the front, you got the front-facing camera up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and power this up, and then just kind of quickly show you guys quick difference. And then again, I'm not gonna do too much of a video comparisons on the performance. I'll do that on another video, and basically I'll try to do some more of the using the stylus with it. I think more would probably be interested in that. Let me quickly stop this. Okay, we're back here. I went ahead and just kind of quickly set this up, which is nice. I use my Microsoft account. Most of my settings came in from all my computers. Very nice. Again, let's see. It's very fluid. No matter how fast your computer is, this is always going to be pretty fluid, even on the RT version. Again, all applications. I still have some more applications to install. You can shrink down once you start having a lot. I'll show you guys when you pinch, if you had anything under the piece, it pops up here really quick. Let me tilt this a little bit back, because I think the fan was showing up in the background. But that's a nice thing. See what I mean is the glare, as you can see here, I'm able to tilt it now that I have more tilting angles, and you can put it at the right angle you need, as you can see here. So the more applications you have, you can just jump to it really quickly. I know many say, well, what happens if you get a lot of apps, you have to be scrolling? Just remember, quick pinch at the end of the U. And here is your these are your Metro side applications, and then at the end right here you get your native Windows applications that will show up here. So let's go back up. Again, it's got here's the desktop. I haven't finished setting up, so I'm not gonna go in too much into this, like I was mentioning it to you guys. I'm just gonna do another video on that, but I'll do a quick comparison so you guys can kind of get an idea on the size. As you know, there is the, let me power this up here real quick and then show you guys. This is the Samsung 12.2 inch tablet. Again, it's got a nice screen as well, and I'll show you guys a quick comparison so you guys get an idea the size of the Surface 12 inch here. Let me put this down here and give you guys quick ideas. As you can see here, they're pretty much about the same size. You can see the Surface or the Note is basically, this is angled at one angle here, so it kind of throws you off, making it seem like the Surface is a little bit shorter. It's just by a little bit, as you can see here. Maybe I can kind of give you guys so just so you guys can see here. See that difference? How much? It's not too much of a difference, but the width is pretty much about the same width, as you can see here. Not much more bigger or shorter. It's just that height of it. So that's very nice, because Again, the Note 12.2 is a very nice device. It's very capable device on this. You can do a lot of things. I like the dual screen, multitasking and everything. So let's take another quick view. Let's do I want to give you guys an idea how thin the Surface 3 is. As you can see here, the right hand side, you see the Surface, or sorry, the Note 3 or Note Pro 12.2. As you can see here, they're pretty much about, you're talking about maybe 3 to 2 centimeters, or sorry, about millimeters, centimeters thicker. I would have to I'll put on the video here the different sizes on the thickness here, but it's not much, as you can see there. So it's amazing how much they've actually put in on the Surface 3 for the size of it. Let's quickly look at we'll compare this. Let me turn this one off. The Surface 2 RT version, as you can see again, basically I would say you're talking, I think it's just same thickness. I know in the specs, I believe it does, one or the other one's going to be a little bit thicker, but in reality, as you can see, it's pretty much the same. So this is amazing. Like I mentioned it, having a full Windows tablet, it can be used as a desktop or anything, and having this thin, again, the size of it is very nice to hold. Again, when you're holding this, I would hold to this, being this aspect ratio that it has, I'll tend to hold this more in portrait mode. Of course, I can hold it in landscape mode very nicely, every which angle you can hold this. After a while, yeah, this will get heavy. So I mean, if you're gonna be most of the time, again, this size tablets, I always consider these more like a desktop tablet or a tabletop tablet, where most of the time it's going to be on a desk or something, but it's light enough to where you can still hold it and be able to be portable, taking notes, it won't interfere or anything of any kind like this. That's very amazing. I like that. So again, this is the thickness there, so just give you an idea what to expect on that size. Again, as you can see, they're both same finish now. As you can see, the back, it's got, both of them say Surface. You can see there, hopefully it catches that on the light there. They both say Surface. This one doesn't say Surface 2 unless you look underneath. But again, very nice. I'm liking this. Hopefully this will replace some of my full-size tablets and full-size computers. Quality, again, the Surface 3, I like it. Hopefully this will help you guys for those who are deciding to purchase Surface Pro 3. I think Microsoft has done a great job of this new device. I'm really liking this tilting angles and everything you have here. Solid machine. Speakers, so before I forget, speakers are up here in the front now. They're located there, and the other one's located here, the left one. Let me see if I can zoom in there and kind of show you guys, just so you can see where the speaker is at. Hopefully they'll show under that light. There you go, right about here. Let me see if I can get it at a right angle. I don't know if it, hopefully you guys can see that the speaker is right in there. So it's pretty nice because it's kind of like hidden in a way, and at the same time their view, you can see them. So that's just a quick look. Hopefully that helps for those that want to purchase the Surface Pro 3. I'll show you guys. I'll do an unboxing of the keyboard, but quickly before I leave, again, like I was mentioning, this is the Surface 2 Surface Pro 2 keyboard. It will work. It's got the same, but you can see it's on the short side. But if you really didn't want to buy a keyboard and you still have your old one, and for some reason you wanted to use it, you can still use it. As you can see, you can still function. The lighting still works. As you can see here, going back and forth, everything still works. So that's just a quick look. Surface Pro 3. Hope it helps for those that are trying to purchase one. Thanks for watching.